And welcome from the interweb. This is another edition of Chelsea City. I am building on her behalf because she is not here. She has not given you a quick tour of what we built so far. In the very first video I did, I built this little apartment complex, which pales in comparison to what we've done since. It was just a little tiny hole-in-the-wall apartment complex. But since then, we stepped up our apartment game and our city game. Here you got a art museum that we built. You got a grocery store that we have across the street here. You got Starbucks, your friendly neighborhood Starbucks, along with a walk-up window so that you can place your order. What city is not complete without a 5-star dining facility? So we have a restaurant where food's so fresh it stands out outside the door. Downstairs is the kitchen, which will usually be manned by a cashier here at the front, your waiter. Upstairs is the actual dining facility. You've got seats up here, or if you want to overlook absolutely nothing in the distance, you've got seating out here also that goes down here on the patio. But our greatest accomplishment so far, I would have to say, is our flats, or our lofts that we built. These are luxury lofts compared to that apartment complex that we built. This looks 10 times better. You come down to the end of the block here, and you walk in. When you walk in, you're immediately in the lobby of the lofts, which has a rec room, bar, big screen TV, grass pool table, and a indoor pool with waterfall. And then you get to go toward the rooms, which are located across the hall and up the staircase. Not to mention we have a little mini Starbucks down here also. You go upstairs, and the first room you come across is Chelsea's room. She modeled this room herself. I initially put the floor plans down, but she modified it to her liking. Big screen TV right here, along with her cabinets for her kitchen. You go upstairs to her room, and she's got a dressing room up here so that she can change and whatnot. Then you come back downstairs and you come out to her back patio, where she's got a little dining table, or picnic table. Angelina's house has not been modeled yet. It's still in renovation stages. She hasn't jumped on the game yet to actually show her artisan, or her abilities. So right now it's just a vacant apartment. Floor plans can change upon her request, as long as she doesn't take any walls down. Then you move upstairs to the bigger luxury apartments, and you have my place, which is brightly decorated, very vibrant, sunroof, so the light comes in, with the city view, which as of right now there's not much to the city because we're still in the process of building. You've got the indoor waterfall, bar, and then your dining area. And then my room, which is located upstairs, is complete with a dresser drawer, twin beds, big screen TV, and again that view that overlooks the city. But as you go on to the next apartment, which would be Katie's, that one's going to have the better view because I did some recent builds for her lot. So she gets good light source too because she has the skylight also. Us being the upstairs apartments, we have that luxury because there's no one above us. But I'll get to the view once we check out the sleeping area. Her view overlooks a giant lake slash park that I built and a mansion that's still in construction. Chelsea, this video is for you. We didn't get to show everyone what the city looked like in the last video. We were just constructing, so onto the city park and the mansion. As you can see, I was really proud of the apartment complex that I built the first time, but it pales in comparison to this one. A lot of rampant animals running around too, I notice. But you go into the park, and probably not safe to be here at night. In survival mode, I'm sure there's going to be creepers everywhere. But it's got a man-made lake around it, which has boats in it. Water's not deep, so you can actually walk into it. Fish if you want to. For those that can't afford to get food, you can get your own food in the lake. But it opens up to this street here, which has got a private gate to keep riffraff out. It's the upper echelon of society. You click the gate, the buzzer, open up the gate, and you are in. We'll do a quick flyover view. It's got me and Katie's initials in the water. So we go back down, and from the outside it looks great. Nice mansion. Took a while to build this, but I'm still in the process of filling it out. But you come inside, and again, it's just open area right now because nothing's been constructed. But once this is all decked out with art and the rooms are situated, so far we have a master bedroom that still hasn't been filled in. But from the floor view, it's kind of like that loft that we built. This is one room here, but it's got private access off to the side, which opens up to, which will be another room. And then when you come through the main entrance here, there's a door here that lets you back into the lobby. So there's multiple ways around this room. And here's going to be the study, or the library, which nothing's been put up on the walls yet. Then across the hall, which is its twin, will not be set up the same way. This one's actually going to be guest rooms. So this one overlooks the city. There's the loft from where we're at now. And then you come into a main room, which no privacy in this room because it opens up to another room through see-through walls. So far this project has taken me about 12 hours to build, with many more hours to come because I'm going to be building a racetrack or arena later on, maybe a theme park, not sure yet. If you've seen any of my other videos, I have actually done a theme park before. Very time consuming. I think I'm going to start out by doing small houses, so that way it fills the neighborhood up, makes the build a lot more fuller. And this is the newest addition. It is a clothing store that Chelsea wanted, so she has the ability to play shop whenever she's in the game, followed by a library also. So from the street view, you've got a clothing store which has the gear in the windows. And you walk in, and you've got mannequins and stuff that have clothes on it that you can purchase, along with tools or weapons, and then a changing room so you can get dressed in. Because this was on a one-way street type thing, I had to wrap it around so that it covered both streets. And then your library here, that's odd. What are you guys doing? I don't want to know. Then you got your library here, which obviously is filled with books. And in this 10-minute video, I've pretty much given you a tour of the whole city, which in its entirety, if you float over, this is 12 hours plus worth of work. It doesn't seem like it, but this is just a small portion of what I have planned to do. The mansion alone probably took 3 hours, and that's no detail to it so far. And then I forgot to mention we actually have a sewer system that I also put in, which is nothing special, but it's just neat to know that you have that authentic, like, sewer look to it, with creepy lighting and everything. My plan is to make the sewer system go completely through the city, but as you can see, you go through one portion of the city and end up on the other side coming out of the sewer grate. So very important to close this off when you come out. And we should be on the back end of the city here, where we initially came in over here. My intent wasn't to put a giant lake or park there, but when I built Angelina and Katie's room, they had no view. They had an overlook to what this restaurant had, just giant open field. And you can see off in the distance, well, let me fast forward a little bit, that there are cities that are built, villages, that eventually all connect. They'll just be outer city limits. So when I built their apartments, I wanted them to have the ability to look out their window and see something. So at night, it looks really neat because it lights up. The park completely laps around. When I went through it, I just did it through the side so you can see the mansion. But if you follow the trail, in the game you're able to have pets, like dogs or cats. So tell Chelsea you can take your dog or cat for a walk. But the park goes all the way through, wraps around. Good little exercise for your imaginary life that you have in this game. And then at the end of this, besides of a donkey here, there's a gazebo, which keeps you dry when it's raining outside. And it's just the little things. So that's it for now. In my next build, I think I'm going to start doing houses, at least get the floor plan down. It's probably going to be like your cookie cutter house, the simple design on the outside. Just got to figure out what neighborhood I want to do it in, because I don't want to crowd the city with houses. So I'm thinking either right here and on the opposite side of this street here, fill it with houses. If you have any ideas, a hotel is another one I want to do. Initially, when we started building these lofts, it looked like a hotel in the lobby, and that gave me a good idea of a way to make it look like a 5-star hotel, with decorative rooms. I might end up going with the same theme as the loft. That white looks really good. I might do white on the inside, red brick on the outside. But again, if you have any ideas, feel free to leave a comment. If you're watching this, you've already subscribed or took a second to watch the video. If you can pass the message on to a friend, Chelsea would appreciate the views along with the subscriptions. Again, thank you in advance, and see you guys soon.